Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to SPS online classes, and I am your math teacher. And students, now we are going to solve math assignment number 8 of grade 8. Fine. Okay, in this assignment we will do exercise 1.6 of chapter 1. And as we know that chapter 1 is matrices, and we already learned different type of the topic in this chapter, as the addition of matrices, multiplication of matrices, and subtraction of matrices, that how we can add, subtract, and multiply. And in previous assignment, do you remember that we will learn three main points? Okay, the first one is inverse of matrices, we already learned, and then adjoint of matrices and determinant of matrices. These are the three main points in the previous assignment. That was 3 points. Okay, now first we will repeat all these 3 points and then we will start exercise question answer. Okay, inverse of a matrices. Inverse of a matrices is represented by, let a matrix A is equal to 2, 3, 4 and 0. So inverse of A matrix will become, we will express A inverse. A minus 1 is called the inverse of A. So A inverse have a formula, adjoint of A divided by A determinant. It means first we will find adjoint of A and then we will find the A determinant and then we will divide it. Fine. Okay, now adjoint of A. Adjoint of A is a new topic, means adjoint of a matrix. That how we can find the adjoint of any matrix. As A matrix is this one, so how we can find the adjoint of A now? As we already done, adjoint means the diagonal entries will replace to each other. So 0 will come on the place of 2 and 2 will come on the place of 0. And the rest, the sign of the rest entry will change. It means the plus sign will convert into the negative sign and negative sign will convert into the positive sign. So plus 3 it will convert minus 3. Plus 4 minus 4 it becomes. So this is our adjoint of A matrix. Understood beta? And now the third one is A determinant, means determinant of any matrix. How we can find the determinant of any matrix? As the matrix A is this one. So how we can find A, and this is the symbol, straight line is show that we are finding the determinant. Determinant have a formula. So AD, the first number is supposed to A and this one is B and C and D. So AD minus BC, the product of BC. First and last element, the product of first and last entry, and minus, and the second and third, the product of second and third. And this is called the determinant of matrices. So first we will put the value of adjoint of A here, 0, minus 3, minus 4, 2, and then we will write in division form. A determinant means AD minus BC. First we will solve AD minus BC from here. We will write AD means 0 into, we will see this matrix, A matrix. So 2, 0, 0 minus BC, 4 3s are 12. It means minus 12. So we will write here minus 12 directly. And then we will divide 12 minus 12, each entry inside the matrix. Okay, understood beta? No. This was your prior knowledge. Now come on the new topic. Students, now open your book and we are doing exercise now chapter 1, and today we will start exercise 1.6. But before starting the questions of exercise, first we will solve some examples. So turn out page number 24, and the topic is, as we are starting the topic, solution of simultaneous linear equations. Simultaneous means at the same time, that how we can find the solution of more than two equations at the same time. So better we equations, linear equations. So do you have any idea about the equations? As we already learned in the grade 6, then equation, what is the main difference, main thing between equations and expression, as let 6x plus 4y is equal to 3, and the other is 6x plus 4y. So which one is called an equation and which one is an expression? So look at this one. This is called equation. Why? Due to the equal sign. Equation. Because this equation have equal sign. That's why we will say that this one is equation, and this is called the expression. Without equal sign is called an expression. Understood? Now come on the linear equation. Linear, which type of equations are called the linear equation? So linear, look at the index of variables here in this equation. The index of x is equal to 1 and the index of y is equal to 1. So when an equation have, in any equation in which the variable have just one index, so that type of equations are called the linear equations. Understood, beta? Now let's suppose there is an other equation 6x3 plus 2y2 plus 4z is equal to 4. So this is a linear equation or not? No. Why? Because in this equation the variable have more than one index. Look at the variable index of x variable 3, variable y the index 2, and the variable z index 1. So in these equations variable have more than one index. So that's why we will say that this is not linear equation. Again, linear equation are equation in which the variable have index 1. Fine, index mean power 1. Understood, beta? No. We can find, they are saying that how we can find the solution of linear equations, means more than one equations at the same time. So we can find the solution by two methods. The first one is matrix inversion method. Matrices inversion method. Okay, beta, matrices inversion. Invert mean invert into the other method, means as we have let two equations, so first we will convert into the matrices form and then we will find the solution. Fine. Okay, now come on the example number 1, page number 26, and example number 1 is based on the first rule, first method. Okay, and page number 26, example number 1, they are saying solve the following system by using matrices inversion method. So there are two linear equations and they are saying that find out the solution of these two linear equations by inversion method. So beta, first page number 26 and example number 1. Example number 1. Now, example number 1, there are two equations. The first one is 4x minus 2y is equal to 8. And the second equation is 3x plus y is equal to minus 4. So, how we can find the solution of these two linear equations? So as we are doing the method, inversion method, the first method, matrices inversion method, sorry. So how we can find the solution by this method? So keep in mind beta, first we will convert these linear equations into the matrices form. So how we can convert? Look at the coefficients. Coefficient mean the constant number before the variables x and y. X and y, it means there are two variables are used, x and y. So the constant number before the variables are called the coefficients. So first we will write coefficient, all the coefficient with their sign. So 4 have plus sign, it means we will write just 4. 2 have minus 2 sign, 3 has just positive sign, and y, the coefficient of y is equal to 1. So 1y, we have to write just y. Any variable have, if any variable have coefficient 1, then we will write that variable just. So 1. And this, when the coefficients of variables will write in the matrices form, this matrix will called A matrix. Fine, this matrix is called A matrix. Now come on the second. Now how many variables are used in these equations? X and y, just two variables. So write down x and y. And this is a X matrix. Now come on the third one. After the equal, write down the constant number in one matrix, and this matrix will called B matrix. So this one is A, this one is X, and this one is B. Understood beta? Okay, now we can write AX is equal to B as in the given condition. So here we will find the x and y, the value of x, y means we will find the X matrix. So leave the x on the left side and then A will jump on the right side. And when A will jump on the right side, it will convert into the A inverse. A inverse into B. A inverse will multiply with B matrix. So A inverse, now X is equal to the product of A inverse and B. It means first we will find the A inverse. And as we know that A inverse is equal to adjoint of A divided by A determinant. It means first we will find the adjoint of A and then we will find the A determinants of the matrix A. Now adjoint of A, look at the matrix A, then what will be the adjoint of A? Adjoint of A means we will make the new matrix and the diagonal entries will replace to each other. 1 will come on the place of 4 and 4 will come on the place of 1. And then the sign of the rest entries will change. Plus sign will convert into the minus and minus will convert into the plus. So plus 2 and minus 3. And then A determinant. A determinant means first we will write the formula of determinant AD minus BC. Now AD, A is 4 and D is 1 minus B minus 2 and C is just 3. So 4 ones are 4 minus 2 threes are 6 minus 6. So 4 minus minus plus 6 equal to 10. A determined is equal to 10. Understood beta? Now we have to find A determinant and adjoint of A. So write down in formula. A inverse will become, first we will write adjoint of A. It means we will write this matrix 1, 2, minus 3 and 4. And then divide by A determinants. So we can write A divided by 10. So A inverse is this one. Now X will become, put the value of A determinant in this equation number 1 you can say. X will become, first we will write A determinant, A inverse 1, 2, minus 3 and 4, and then we will write B matrix. And which one is the B matrix? This one, 8 and minus 4. So it's mean first we will multiply these two matrices, as we know that how we can multiply two matrices. First row, first column. For multiplication, how we can check that two matrices can be multiplied. So here we will check that the number of rows and number of columns, how many number of column are here, 1 and 2, and then we will check the number of rows, another matrix 1 and 2. It means they can multiply. Fine. Okay, 1 multiply 8 and 2 fours are 8 minus 8, minus 3 fours are 24, and then minus 4 fours are 16. So 1 by 10, 8 minus 8, 0, minus 24 minus 16, when we add you will obtain minus 40. So when we will divide 10 on each numbers, what will be the answer? 0 divided by 10, 0. Any number will divide by 10, 0. Any number when divided by 0, the answer will 0. So minus 40 divided by 10, minus 4. And this is the X matrix. And as we know that X matrix is equal to, X is X and Y. So we can write on the place of X and Y 0 and minus 4. It means the first X is equal to 0 and Y is equal to minus 4. These are the value of X and Y. So we have to find the value of X and Y by matrix inversion method. This method is called the matrices inversion method. Understood beta? Okay. Now come on the second topic. And the second topic is Cramer rule. That how we can find the solution of simultaneous linear equations by this method. Okay. Now come on the example number 2. Page number 26. Example 2. Example number 2. Now example they are saying solve the following system of the linear equation by using Cramer rule. Means Cramer rule. How we can find the solution of two simultaneous linear equation by Cramer rule. So there are two equations, 3x minus 2y is equal to 1, and the other equation is 2x plus 3y is equal to 2. Now in this method, keep in mind that first we will make the three different matrices. So first matrix will call A matrix. And how we can make A matrices, as we already done according to first method, that how we can make A matrices. The coefficient, the constant numbers before the variables, when we write in a matrices form, that matrix will called A matrix. So write on the coefficient 3 and then -2, -2 and +3. So when we will write coefficient in one matrices, that matrix will called A matrices. Fine. Now, as we know that B, this is a B matrix, this one is a B matrix. When we will write 1 and 2 in any column, in one column, that one is called a B matrices. Fine. So then A matrix, now variables x and y, and then write on B matrix 1 and 2. So this one is a, you can write here, this one is A, this one is X matrix, and this one is B matrix. So in this rule, this one is an important part. So as we already make A matrices, how we can make the AX matrix? So in this matrix, in this method, we will make three matrices: A of X, and A of Y. So A of X, how we can make A of X? Okay, beta, X. These are the coefficient of X, 3 and -2. It means the first column is a place of X variable, 3 and -2 in matrix A. So when we will write B matrix on the place of X variable, write on 1 and 2 in the place of X variable, and then the rest entries will write same, -2 and 3. So this matrix will become AX matrix. Understood, beta? Now how we can find or make AY matrices? Similarly, here first we will write X coefficient of X same, 3 and -2, and then we will write B matrices on the place of Y, 1 and 2, and this is called a AY matrix. Now the value of X, you can say X is equal to the determinant of A of X matrix and then divide by the determinant of A. When we will divide AX determinant by A determinant, then we will obtain X value. Fine. And for Y, we will find AY matrix, AY determinant, and then A determinant. So for X and Y value, first we will find AX determinant. AX determinant, and we know that how we can find the determinant of any matrix. So AD, multiplication of A and D, 1 and 3, 3 minus 2 2s are 4, minus 4, because 2 have negative sign, so minus plus minus, 2 2s are 4 minus, so 3 minus minus plus 4, it will become 4 3 7. Now find out the A determinant. A matrix is this one, so A determinant, 3 3s are 9, and then minus 2 minus 2 plus 4, 2 2s are 4, minus minus plus 4, so 9 minus 4 5. And now find out the determinant of A of, so we can find now A determinant is 5 and AX determinant is 7, Now we can find the x value. Yes, x is, as we know that determinant of ax is 7 and determinant of a 5. So it's mean x is equal to 7 by 5. This is a value of x. Now find out the value of y. For value of y, first we will find a of y. It's mean the determinant of a of y. A of y determinant. It's mean we will find the a of y matrix determinant. 3 2s are 6 minus 2. 6 minus plus 2. 6 plus 2 8. A of y determinant is equal to a 8, and then as we know that a determinant is equal to 5. So now find out the value of y. Y is equal to, first we will put the value of a of y determinant. So a of y determinant is 8, and then a determinant is equal to 5. It's mean y is equal to 8 by 5. So these are the value of x and y. Understood, beta? Okay. This was your second method. Now come on the example number 3. And students, now example number 3 is the length of the rectangle is 6 centimeter less than 3 times its width. So we don't know about the width, that what is the width of the rectangle, as they are saying that the length is 6 times less. Less means we will subtract less than 3 times 6 centimeter less than 3 times its width. So 3x minus 6, y is equal to 3x minus 6. The perimeter of the rectangle is 140. Okay, rectangle, you can see this duster. Then this one is the width and this one is the length. So let width is equal to x. Then what will be the length? They are saying y is equal to x will, let's suppose x is a width. Then y is the length and y will become 3x minus 6. They are saying that 6 centimeter less than, it means we will subtract 6 from 3 times its width. And as we know that let the width is x, so 3 times means 3x. So 3x minus 6. Understood, beta? So you can make a rectangle shape here. Let this one is a rectangle and let the width is equal to x. It means this one is x, then it will become y, and y, they are saying that according to statement 3x minus 6. And perimeter of rectangle. What is the formula of perimeter? Perimeter, as we already learned in the previous classes, rectangle. Okay, the word perimeter, what is the meaning of this one? Perimeter means the sum of outer sides, outer boundary. So this one is x, it means this one is also x, this one is y, and this one is also y. So the sum of all the outer boundaries, all the outer sides is called a perimeter. So x plus x, it will become 2x. Y plus y is equal to 2y. So they are saying that the perimeter of rectangle is this one. It means 2x plus 2y is equal to 140. Understood, beta? So we can common from these two variables 2. Yes, because x variable have 2 and y variable also have 2. So we can common 2. So it will become x plus y We can check when we open the brackets. When we will open the brackets, 2 will multiply with x, it will become again 2x and 2y, and then 140. Leave the x and y here. 142 is multiplied with x and y, so 2 will divide on the other side. So 2 ones are 2, 2 7 and 0. It becomes 70. X plus y is equal to 70. This is the equation number 1. And the equation number 2 is, according to statement, y is equal to 3x minus 6. So it will become 3x minus y is equal to 6. Arrange the variables according to their situations. 3x, first we will write 3x, and then y will convert on the other side as 6 will come on the other side. Constant number, we will write constant number after the equal sign, and the variable will write on the left side. So variable will write on the left side and constant will jump on the right side. This is the equation number 2. Now there are two equations, and what they are saying? They are saying using matrix inversion method, find out the dimensions. Dimensions means sides. It means they are asking about the value of x and y of the rectangle by using matrix inversion method. It means according to first method, matrix inversion. So there are two equations. These are the two equations. So first we will convert into the matrices form. A matrix will become according to these two equations. So the coefficient of x and y. What is the coefficient of x and y? 1 and 1. It means first we will write the coefficient of all the variables here. 1 with sign, 3, and here, look at here. 1 is coefficient but sign is minus 1. So it means minus 1. So when we will write coefficient in matrix form, that matrix will called A matrix. And the other matrix will come, okay, how many variables are used in here? X and y. So it means there are two variables are used. So x and y. This is the matrix X. And after the equal, when we write the constant numbers are numbers in one matrix, so that matrix will called B matrix. B, X, and this one is A. Understood, beta? Now A of X is equal to B. Now our purpose to find the matrix X, and as we know that matrix X is equal to X and Y, it means we will find the value of X and Y. So leave the X here, A will jump on the other side and it will become A inverse B. Understood, beta? Now for this expression, first we will find A inverse. We don't know about the A inverse, as we know that the matrix A is here. So we can find the A inverse. A inverse have a formula, adjoint of A divided by A determinant. It means first we will find A adjoint of A. Adjoint of A will become, when we will replace the diagonal entries, these are called the diagonal entries. So replace the diagonal entries, minus 1, 1, and then the sign of the rest entries, minus 1, minus 3. And now E determinant, E, D, 1 minus 1, minus 1, minus 3 multiply with 1, just 3. So minus 1, minus 3, it will become minus minus plus, 3, 1 plus, but sign will minus, because greater value have minus sign. So A determinant is this one, and adjoint of A is this one. So put the value of adjoint of A and A determinant in A inverse. A inverse will become, first we will write A determinant, minus 1, minus 1, minus 3 and 1, and then divide by 1 by -4. Understood, beta? No. A determinants is this one. A inverse, sorry. So we can find the A x. X is equal to, first we will write A inverse matrix. -1, -1, -3 and 1. And then we will write B matrix. And B matrix is 70 and 60. It's mean first we will multiply these two matrices and then we will divide by the 4. So x is equal to -1/4. Then multiply these two matrices. First row, first column. As we know that multiplication rule. First row, first column. -1 multiply with 70, -70. -70. Then minus plus minus. It's mean -6. Minus multiply -3 multiply with 70. So what will be the answer? 7 3 2s are 3 7s are, it means -210. You can check on the rough side. Then plus, put the plus sign. 6 1s are 6. -1/4. Minus plus, but sign will minus. 70 plus 6 76. Minus plus minus. 210 minus 6 204, but sign will minus. Why? Because greater value have minus sign. Now 4 will divide on each number inside the matrix with their sign. Okay, -64 divided by -4. Then -204 divided by -4. And then minus will cancel with minus sign. Minus will cancel with minus sign, and then 2 2s are 4. And then 2 3s are 6, 2 8s are 16, 2 1s are 2, 2 1s are 2, 2 9s are 18. Fine. And then 4 1s are 4, 4 5s are 20, 4 1s are 4. Then 19 and 51. And this is the matrix X. And as we know that X matrix is X and Y is equal to 19 and 51. So it's mean X is equal to 19 and Y is equal to 51. X is equal to 19 and Y is equal to 51. So these are the value of X and Y. Understood, beta? Okay. Now come on the exercise question after the example and explanation. Now come on the exercise 1.6 and question number 1. Use matrices if possible to solve the following system of linear equations by, there are two methods are given that find out the solution according to both the method. First one is matrix inversion method and second is the Cramer rule, that how we can find the solution. So beta, I will do just only one part. Fine. Okay, rest all the parts you will do your notebook. Okay, now the first part there are two linear equations are given. So we can find the solution of these two linear equations by both method, and according to both method you will obtain same answers of X and Y variable. Okay, exercise 1.6 and page number 28. Page number 28. Okay, question number 1. Question number 1 and part A are part first. And there are two linear equations, 2x minus 2y is equal to 4. And the second one is 3x plus 2y is equal to 6. Fine. Now how we can find the solution of these two equations by both methods. So first method I will use matrices inversion method. Inverse method. Okay, in this method, as we already done that, what we will do in this method, we will make the A matrix. And A matrix, how we can make? We will write all the coefficient in one matrix. So 2 with their sign. 2, the sign in the front of 2y is minus. It means 2 have minus sign. Plus 3 plus 2, and this is the matrix A. And then variables x and y are using here. It means this is the matrix X equal. After the equal, when we will write numbers in one matrix, that will called a B matrix. B x, and this one is A. So AX is equal to B. So beta, our aim to find the X matrix. It's mean X matrix, as we know that X and Y. So it's mean we will find the value of X and Y. So leave the X here. A of X is equal to B. Leave the X here. A will jump on the other side. It will become A inverse, as we know that. Now find out the A inverse. The product of A inverse B, it means first we will find A inverse, and as we know that A inverse is equal to adjoint of A divided by A determinant. So for A inverse, first we will find adjoint of A. As we know that A matrix is equal to, A is this one, 2 minus 2, 3 and 2. So what will be the adjoint of A? Adjoint of A will become, change the diagonal entries, the place of diagonal entries. So 2 and 2, then sign of the rest entries, plus sign will convert into the minus, and minus will convert into the plus. Understood beta? Now A determined means 2 multiply 2, 4, minus 3 multiply 2, minus 6, minus 2, minus 6. 4 minus minus plus 6 is equal to 10. A determinant is equal to 10. Now A inverse will become, A inverse is equal to, first we will write adjoint of A, 2, 2, minus 3 and 2. And then A determinant, it means 1 by 10. Write on 1 by 10. And now X is equal to, write on A inverse first, 1 by 10, 2, 2, minus 3, 2, and then write on B matrix. And B matrix is 4 and 6. So it means first we will multiply these two matrices, and we know that how we can multiply. First row, first column, second row, first column. 2 4s are 8, and then plus 6 2s are 12, then minus 3 minus 12, and 6 2s are 12. 1 by 10, 12 plus 8, 20, and plus minus will cancel, just 0. Then 10 will divide on each number inside the matrix. 20 divide by 10, 0 divide by 10. It will become 20 divided by 10, 2, and 0 divided by 10, 0. So this is the X matrix, and we know that X matrix is X and Y. So X and Y will become 2 and 0. It means X is equal to 2, X is equal to 2 and Y is equal to 0. These are the value of X and Y. X is equal to 2 and Y is equal to 0. Understood, beta? Okay. Now come on the second method. Okay, second method is, the second one is Cramer rule. Cramer rule. Fine? Okay. In Cramer rule, what we have to do than in the previous examples? We will make A matrix first. A, the coefficient of all the variables, and then X and Y will become X matrix, and then after the equal, when we write the number in one matrix, that matrix will call B matrix. This one is A, X and B. So as we already found out A matrix, now in this method we will find three main matrices A, then we will make A of X matrix. A of X will become, when we will write the B matrix in the place of X variable, that type of matrix will called A of X matrix. So B matrix is 4 of X. It means first we will write B matrix in the place of X, because the first coefficients, first numbers are the coefficient of X. It means this is the place of X and this one is the place of Y. So we will write B matrix on the place of X, and then the rest entries will write same, and it is called A of X. Then A of Y, it means first we will write 2 and 3 same, and then B matrix we write on the place of Y. Now we will find A determinant. After making the A of X, A of Y matrices, we will find the determinant of each matrices. So determinant 2 2s are 4, and then minus 2 3s are 6, minus sign. And then A of X determinant is equal to 4 2s are 8, minus 6 2s are 12, minus 12. Then A of Y is equal to A of Y determinant 6 2s are 12, minus 4 3s are 12. Okay, now A determinant is equal to 4 minus plus 6. A of X is equal to 8 minus plus 12, and then A of Y is equal to 12 minus 12 will cancel, just 0. These are the value of A determinant, AX and AY. Now after finding the determinant of each matrix, we can find the value of X, as we know that X is equal to the determinant of A of X divided by A determinant. So put the value of A of X. A of X is equal to 20, then divide by A determinant, and as we know that A determinant is 10. So 20 divided by 10, 2. It means 2. X is equal to 2. This is the value of X. Now find out the value of y. Y means the determinant of A of y matrix, then divide by A determinant. A determinant 0, A of y determinant, and then write down A determinant 10, 0 divided by 10, 0. Y is equal to 0. So in both cases, your answer should be same. X is equal to 2 and y is equal to 0. Understood, beta? Okay. Okay, rest all the questions are your homework. So complete these all the questions in your notebook. Step by step. Fine? According to both rules. Okay, now come on the second question. And second question is the length of the rectangle is 4 times its width. So we don't know about the width. Let the width is x. So what will be the length? Length will become 4 times its width. So what will be the length? 4x. Fine. And then the perimeter of the rectangle, y is equal to 4x, and then the perimeter of rectangle is equal to 150 centimeter. Find the dimensions. Dimension means side of the rectangle. Okay students, as we already done example number 3. So this questions is related to example number 3. So now it's your task. You will do this question according to previous example. Understood, beta? Okay. Now come on the question number 3. Two sides of the rectangle differ. Differ means different or difference. We will use negative sign, minus sign, by 3.5 centimeter means the two sides. Find the dimension means sides of the rectangle if its perimeter is equal to 67 centimeter. Fine. So first we will make the equations according to this statement. The sides of rectangles differ by 3.5 centimeter. Let's suppose this one is the rectangle form, rectangle shape, and let the one side is x and the other side is y. So the side, okay, we are doing question number 3, and they are saying the two sides of the rectangle differ by 3.5 centimeter means the difference between the two sides is equal to 3.5 centimeter, the difference. So we can write x minus the difference between two sides is equal to 3.5 centimeter, and this will become a equation number 1. Now after the full stop, read out the next statement. Find the dimensions means sides. Find the dimensions of the rectangle if its perimeter is 67 centimeter. Perimeter, again perimeter, as we already discussed about the perimeter. Perimeter means the sum of outer sides. So this side is x, then it will be also x, y, and this one is also y. So the perimeter, the sum of outer side, x plus x, it will become 2x plus y, 2y is equal to 67 centimeter. Fine. And this is equation number 2. Equation number 1, and this one is equation number 2. Fine. And perimeter of rectangle. Perimeter of rectangle is 2x plus 2y. So what they are saying they find the dimension. It's mean x and y. So it's your choice. You can use any one method. Fine. So I will find the value of x and y by Cramer rule. Cramer rule. Okay, according to Cramer rule, as we know that first we will make the matrices. So the coefficient of x and y are 1 and -1, 2 and 2. Then variables are x and y equal to 3.5 centimeter and 67 centimeter. Fine. Now this is the A matrix, this one is X and this one is B. So when we will leave X here, A will convert A inverse into B. Sorry, as we are doing Cramer rule, but in Cramer rule we will make 3 matrices. Sorry, this one is A, this one is X and this one is B. So as we already found out A matrix, the first matrix is 1, -1, 2 and 2. And then we will make A of X matrix. A of X means first we will write B matrix on the place of X, 3.5, 67, and then we will write other entries, other numbers on the same place. And then A of Y will become 1 and 2, we will write 1 and 2 same, and then the B matrix we write on the place of Y, 3.5 and 67. Now we will find the determinant of each matrix one by one. First we will find the determinants of each matrix. So what will be the determinants of this one? Determinant of A is equal to 2 ones are 2, -2, minus +2, so it will come 4. And then A of X determinant will become 3.5 multiplied 2, 3.5 multiplied 2, 7, 7 minus plus, sorry, minus plus, this is the minus, and it plus 67 multiply 1, 67, so it will become plus 67, 74. And the third one is A of Y determinant. 67 multiply 1, 67, minus 2 multiply 3.5, 3.5 multiply 2, 7. So 67 minus 7, 60. Understood, beta? So we have to find A determinant, X determinant, A of Y determinant. Now we can find the value of X. Yes, A of X, as we know that X is equal to the A of X determinant divided by A determinant. So put the value of A of X is 74 divided by A determinant is 4. 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6 and 2 7s are 14. So 37 divided by 2, and when we will divide 37 divided by 2, we will 10, 37 divided by 2, 18.5. X is equal to 18.5. Now Y, how we can find the value of Y? Y, the determinant of A of Y, then A determinant. A of Y is equal to 60 and A determinant is 4. 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 0 and 2 1, 15. So 15. It means Y is equal to 15. Y is equal to 15 and X is equal to 18.5. Understood, beta? Okay. Do the practice of these all the questions in your notebook. Fine. Okay, beta. Now come on the last question of this assignment. Question number 4. Okay, in this question they are saying the third angle of an isosceles triangle is 16 times less than the sum of the two angles, and then find the three angles of the triangles. Okay beta, triangle has three sides and three angles, and we know that the sum of the angles of the triangle is equal to 180. Fine. Okay, a isosceles triangle is that type of triangle in which the two sides and two angles are same. Means this one is the first angle and first angle is x, and then no, it may be second angle or this one is second angle, so it's your choice. This one is the second angle, this one is also x. Now the third angle is equal to y. So this is the isosceles triangle. Why? Because here the two angles are same. And now in the first statement they are saying the third angle of an isosceles triangle. We are doing question number 4. Okay, the third angle means y. The third angle of the isosceles triangle is mean equal. The third angle means y is equal to, read our statement and then try make the equations. Okay, is 16 degree. Degree is the unit of angle. Degree less than means we will subtract the sum of the two angles. The sum of two angles. This means x plus x 2x. Then we will subtract 16 degree. It will become y. And this is the equation number 1. Now, after the full stop, read or find three angles of the angles. It's mean we will find all the three angles, and as we know that the sum of three angles of the triangle is equal to 180. So x plus y is equal to 180 degree. So x plus x 2x plus y is equal to 180 degree. So this is your second equation. Now and this is your first equation. You can arrange here. So it will become 2x minus y is equal to 16 degree when we will arrange. So you can say that this one is first and this one is second. So according to these equations, no, it's your choice. You can use any one method, inverse method or Cramer rule. You can use any one method and find out the value of x and y. It's mean they are asking about the x and y. So find out the value of x and y. It's your task. Okay? No.